couples. This is Tonetta Clay, the relationship coach at Speak Your Truth. And I just want to welcome you all to this series, Unpacking the Baggage, Improving the Communication Within Your Relationship. I want to welcome you all here. Like I said before, this is a relationship series, and it's going to include 6 videos and plus a few bonus videos. And I'm sure that you all got here for some reason or another. Either you were having some kind of breakdown in your relationship, due to lack of communication. Usually is 100% of the time is usually the case. Sometimes it shows up in other ways, of course. One partner is, of course, shutting down, not talking to the other. The sex in the bedroom is like non-existent or barely there. Somebody's needs aren't getting met. Somebody's feeling resentful. Every time that you all talk is always an argument, all those kind of things. Like I said, that's why I created this relationship series, to, of course, improve that communication so that everything can flow within your relationship. There is no reason why you have to, of course, end things and break up, especially if that's something that you want to, of course, work on, put your time and energy into. You've been with this person and you know that things can work out, of course. This is the time that you can, of course, work on those things so we can talk about your improving the communication within your relationship. Like I said, that's why this series is here, and it's called Unpacking Your Baggage. Because as we go through this series, you're going to be unpacking your baggage, both of you all. And like I'm speaking to both of you all because I expect that both of you all, the man, the woman, or whoever's in this relationship, is, of course, listen to these videos, of course, listen to the series, and it's, of course, doing their growth work. The growth work is going to be your homework, your assignments that you will have, the things that you will have to do in order to, of course, work through the issues and work on the issues and challenges that you all have within your relationship. So definitely keep that in mind. So I just want to urge you to get either a journal or a notebook or something, pen and paper, something to write on and write with, so that you can, of course, write down some notes while you're going through this series, as well as, like I said, doing your growth work. At the end of every single lesson, you will have growth work. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, definitely get you a notebook, a journal, just any kind of paper that you want to write with, as long as you keep up with it, as long as you're going to put all your information in there that you're getting from this series. So with that, I know that, well, just to give you a little bit of background about who I am, I'm Tonetta Clay. I am I have a bachelor's degree in social work. I've been doing social work for a long time, for over 20 years, and I have a lot of experience working with families and couples and those kind of dynamics. Actually, 20 plus years working with that. That's been my entire career. And of course, I wanted to do something to, of course, bring it to the table, to, of course, specifically work on couples and committed relationships. Because I, of course, have had failed relationships. I have one that's I'm in right now that's, of course, flourishing, is doing well. But before I got to this point, I had all types of relationships. I've had a divorce. I've had other long-term relationships where, of course, my voice wasn't heard. We just argued all the time. The sex, of course, dwindled to almost non-existent. It always caused an issue about that. Like I said, we had all kind of things going on, all kind of resentment on both parts, my part and his part as well. I've been cheated on, coming to find out the guy had kids and this kind of thing. Like I said, I've been through it all. And of course, I work with a lot of families who've dealt with the same or similar issues as well, professionally and personally. So I bring all that to the table to make sure that I'm, of course, giving you the best that I got when it comes to, of course, creating these kind of series and talking to you couples about what's going on within your relationship. Because I can definitely identify with that. I've been there through the mud, and I've got out the mud so far, I guess I put it that way. So like I said, I've definitely been in the trenches with you all. A lot of the times, I guess I put it that way, up until now. Like I said, I've definitely been in the trenches where you don't have any communication going on. Like I said, everything is an argument. You're getting sick and tired of the person. You're about to walk out the door, because I walked out the door many a times saying that I'm leaving, not coming back, but I end up coming back trying to work on things. But I just wish that I had something to, of course, help us get through those things. Never know what could have happened with those relationships. It's too late now, but like I said, if I would have had a relationship course like this, Unpacking the Baggage, I may have had a success in one of those past relationships. You never know. I don't know. It could be the same thing for my current partner. It could be the same thing for you all. But luckily, you all are, of course, here, so that means that you have this course to, of course, go by. And like I said, to, of course, help you get out of those trenches into more of a rock star couple status. So like I said, definitely that's where I'm looking to take all my couples, and where I'm looking, I guess, for you all to go to as well, to that rock star status, because I know we can all get there. I'm not saying power couple, because to me that man has a different definition, but I'm saying rock star because we all rock in all our individual ways, You rock individually, you're a rock star individually, and when you all come together as two, as one, I guess as one union, you both make a definite rock star couple. So like I said, I want to make sure that you all get to that point, and whatever that means to you all. So like I said, welcome again to this series, Unpacking the Baggage, Improving Your Relationship Communication. I just want to make sure that I, of course, go over some of the things that you're going to be talking, well, I guess learning, and of course doing your growth work on while you're here in this series. Like I said, it is six parts, and it's going to include some bonus videos as well, just to keep that in mind. And those may or may not have growth work. 9 times out of 10, I'm the one who loves to write. I guess we'll talk about things and write about things and get things going. So you're probably going to have growth work all throughout this entire series, just to let you all know. And don't say it's a drag. I know it's not a drag. But like I said, definitely you will definitely learn a lot about yourself and your partner during this entire series. I can definitely tell you that. Some of the things that you'll be learning in this series, of course, starting with lesson number 1, is understanding and recognizing your own, of course, triggers and your own behaviors and your own behavior patterns. And that one is going to be called Unpacking Your Bag. Because I know we all come to relationships with all kind of drama, issues, all the stuff that we've been through, past partners who've cheated, past partners who've possibly abused us in some kind of way. Like I said, we definitely have to unpack our own baggage, learn how to, of course, get through the healing process, the forgiving process, and moving on with everything. So like I said, you definitely, that's definitely the first one. The next one is, of course, unpacking the trust bag. And like I said, there's, a lot of different things that deal with trust within the relationship that we, of course, have to work through with our partners and talk about those things, not just let those things go on and on and on, and they fester and, of course, get resentment and all those kind of things. We definitely have to rebuild the trust inside the relationship. That's definitely a definite. And, of course, you're going to be unpacking, since I talked about unpacking your own bag, you're going to unpack that with your partner as well, so definitely look out for that. And that's going to give you a lot of insight as to what your partner has been through, some things that you probably have no idea that your partner has even, of course, went through: abuse, sexual abuse, domestic violence, all kinds of things. You never know what they've been through until they, of course, talk to you about those things and communicate those things to you. So that's definitely a good one as well. Also, you're going to be talking about and learning, well, I guess hearing about the needs of both men and women. You're going to learn about the woman's needs, what she needs inside of the relationship, as well as the man. Some of them, a few of them are different, but majority of them are about the same. But like I said, you'll definitely learn about the needs for your partner as well, for yourself and your partner while you're going through this series. Let me see here. You all, of course, will be talking about boundaries at some point, and of course, setting a vision, a vision for your relationship. And of course, that bedroom communication. That's what everybody want to talk about, is sex, sex, sex. But just let me tell you now that if the sex isn't there in your relationships, that means that something else is going on besides sex. It means that somebody does not feel safe inside the relationship, inside the partnership, and definitely need to rebuild that trust and rebuild, of course, that support of your, I guess, of the other inside the relationship. Like I said, normally it's not really about sex. It's about everything else outside of the bedroom besides sex. It's usually just about the relationship, the communication breakdown. The friendship may have dwindled, but I guess between you two, and that's where things have to, of course, get a jump start. Like I said, I'm the one who, of course, the relationship coach who wants to bring back that spark inside your relationship, meaning that it's inside the bedroom and outside the bedroom as well. And I know that communication is the only key that will, of course, assist in that process. Yes, I know there's all kind of things you can use in the bedroom. I know that, but until you feel safe enough to be with your partner, safe enough to open up, and you trust that they're going to be there for you and listen and support you and hold that space for you, then the sex is not going to be there, and your communication and your relationship is not going to be to that rock star status. So like I said, with this series, you're going to be learning about all kind of things about unpacking the baggage within the relationship, setting a vision, being on your paths, and those kind of things. Like I said, definitely get ready. And I do want to remind you all, like I said before I end this video, make sure that you go and get your something to write with, pencil, pen, marker. I don't care what you use, as long as you're doing, writing down the information, tips and tidbits as you go through and doing your growth work. Either use your journal or you can use a notebook, which you have consistently, of course, written in, that kind of thing. You can use that throughout the entire series and beyond. So like I said, make sure that you have those two things to start with. And I'm going to reiterate again, I'm one of the coaches. I know there are some coaches who, of course, will work with just the man only or the woman only or that kind of thing. I'm one that likes to have both individuals present during the series so that you can, of course, all get the same information. Both get the same information and both be on the same page with things. So hopefully that will occur with you and your partner while you're in this. If for some reason it cannot, are you all separated right now? You're trying to figure out how to get things back together. Just keep in mind that you can always have your partner come over with you. Set it up as a date night. Have your partner come over with you so that you all can, of course, go over some of these lessons and so that they can at least know what's going on. If anything, please talk to them about this series if they cannot sit with you. If it's because of work or they're just not into it, make sure that you're talking to them about at least their growth work and just tell them some of the stuff that you're doing, some of the stuff that you hope that they'll do so you all can work on this together. Because I don't want just one partner working on things and leaving their other partner in the dust and in the wind. You both need to work on these things in order to, of course, become successful within your union and get to that rock star status. You can't get to rock star status, I guess, with just one person if you all are trying to make things work and stay in this relationship. So definitely keep that in mind. And with that, I'm going to say thank you again. This is Tonetta Clay, the relationship coach at Speak Your Truth. And this is the Unpacking the Baggage, improving your relationship communication series. And I want to welcome you all again. And I look forward to, of course, hearing all you all's reviews and how this series helped you all throughout your relationships. Whether you're still together, you're still working on things, how things are going. I cannot wait to hear that at the end, y'all. So everybody take care and get ready to start with get into your rock star status. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.